Up today.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to the May 27th, the wonderful Wednesday edition of today's Trader's Edge Show. I'm your host, Stevie Perseverance Rhodes, who absolutely knows that each of us should always be pioneers of our future versus prisoners of our past. Hope everyone out there is having a great day. Let's make sure we have an extraordinary one. And the easiest way to do that, well, is to always remember that life is happening for us, not to us. That's right. When you and I make that one little 2x4 shift, it means we can find the gift in every set of circumstance that life is going to toss at us. Now, today, you and I, we're going to go check on the circumstance of these markets. We're going to go figure out what those bulls and bears, what those buyers and sellers are communicating to you and I just past 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I want you to know that I'm absolutely grateful for your presence here, but much, much more important than that, during this next 60 minutes, I'm here to serve you. So feel free to pick up that phone. You can dial on in 877-927-6648. If you can't dial in, we've got you covered there too. Let those fingers do the walking. Go ahead, send me an email, steve@tfnn.com. Inside the subject heading, please put radio show question. And in our Tiger's Den, well, any ping will do. So let's go ahead and get this show started on wonderful Wednesday. Of course, this is Tiger Financial News Network. I'm Steve Rhodes. Welcome to Lush Show. Right now, we got a mixed bag out here. You got the Dow up 281 points, a little over 1%, whereas the S&P is up 13 points, or 0.5%, versus the NDX 100, which is down 0.6%. It's trading down $57. So we'll go ahead and make heads and tails out of this. We'll figure out what the markets are communicating to you and I. Precious metals, you've got gold up $2, silver up 17 pennies, light sweet crude, natural gas, they're down $1.03 respectively. And the 30-year is up 21.30 seconds. Leading the charge, the upside, dollar-wise, AutoZone, $23 and change, $2. Transdigim Group up 21, 5%. Lockheed Martin up 5% or $20. Our Credit Acceptance Corp up 5% or $18. A lot of 5%ers out there. To the downside, Booking Holdings up 2%. That's $40 there. Shopify down 40. Amazon up 31. Dexcom down 28. So there's some movers and some shakers out there. Let's begin just simply by taking a look at the markets. We'll do that. Then we'll get right to the requests that have come in by email, and then we'll see if we've got some requests in our YouTube channel, and of course inside our Tiger's Den. So let's talk about what transpired so far this morning. Of course, you already know what the answer is, because many of you, I know, are actually following along with Stevie's tools, and that's a beautiful thing. So you knew this morning, as the market was moving lower and you were paying attention to the ES Mini, that when we got down to bar number 8 of the TD9 count, that you are looking at a potential bottom bounce, whatever that might turn out to be. And in fact, that's what took place at 11 o'clock. Now, the pattern was confirmed on that next half-hour bar. Now, price has basically made its way up to where it should. Here we can see Stevie's green squiggly line, which turned red. We know when we get that changing color, that chameleon out there, what it tells us is we should anticipate both price and that line to test each other. And then now it's not an exact test just yet. So, and the bar is still ongoing. This is the 1 to 130 bar. So let's see what happens. If price is able to close above the red line number now, 3,002.25, tick out there, then price, you should anticipate price to make its way up to 30.10. Anything over 30.10 says you're heading up to 30.31. That's where price broke down on the 30-minute time frame. Downside action, you're watching 29.72. Out here, that's the bottom of that 30-minute profile. So that was what's going on in the ES. Now, the ES was not the weak link on the move lower. It was the NQ. So what was the NQ doing? Well, here's the beautiful thing. The NQ formed its bottom, none other than bar number 9. Now, what I want you to pay notice to, the NQ is the weak link out here. At least it has been the last 2 days. And you know it has been today. We know it is just simply by taking a look at how the NDX 100 is trading. Now, in this case here, that red line didn't change colors, so to speak, but the mere fact that price is trading above that, which is 93.10, is suggesting to you that the weak link wants to go ahead and trade up to the top of its current profile, 94.16. Now, when I get off the air at 2 o'clock, new profiles may form out there. That would be new levels of where buyers and sellers are at, but right now we go with the data that we've got. And as long as price stays above 93.09, that's telling us that it wants to make a run for 94.16. To the downside, 91.99 is its support level, but there's your TD9. You tell me if it's worthwhile if you're an intraday trader, no matter what kind of trader, investor, trader, whether or not you should be using this and many of the other tools here that I share with you and put those in your arsenal in your bag. If we take a look at the Dow Equity Future contract, now in this case here, this has been the super strong dog. This did not make a TD 9-count bottom. All that it did was it made its way back to the TD9 breakout level of support, 24,995. If you weren't using the nines, you wouldn't have known that that was your breakout support level. Of course, at this stage of the game, you use the nines. You use them. You want them on that wall. You want to know where that breakout support and breakdown resistance resides. Now, in the case of the Dow Equity Future contract, it needs to clear 25,250. That's Stevie's oscillator and change line reading. If it can do that, that's going to communicate to you that it wants to make a move up to 25,349. Now, when the Dow Equity Future contract did top this morning, it was with the Rhodes Momentum Indicator top, sending price right down to support 24,995. If we go finish this off and take a look at the Russell 2000, again, we're just looking at the intraday charts. We're helping you to understand what transpired during the day. This way, tomorrow, you use this. If the markets are moving lower or higher, you're going to be paying attention to those nines, what pattern is forming, where's support, where's resistance, and that's going to unlock your potential. That's really what this is all about. It's unlocking your potential, not my potential, your potential out there. I'm just simply narrating the charts based upon using these standardized tools so that you know what is going on. You can replay these segments over and over again. You can go back, take a look at what transpired from beyond the 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock time frame, see how well those worked out here. This is exactly, if you want to know, how did I go from knowing zip? When I say zip, I don't mean zip, I mean nada, zilch, zero, nothing about technical analysis back in 2006. How did I go from knowing nothing to being able to use technical tools to become the #1 market timer in 2018? And in 2019, miss it by 0.1 something percent out there. It was developing these tools out here. It was, what I used to do is I would, when I got home from my office, my company in the evening, I would listen to Tom's show. Somebody would call in or he'd be evaluating something. I'd put it on pause and I'd go try to figure out what I thought he would say and identifying where's price headed to. You can do the same thing here. You can watch these charts. You can figure out. So in this case here, we know the Russell 2000 found support at its breakout level, 1388, makes a TD9 count. Right now, price is trading above Stevie's green line. If it is in 16 minutes, that's the top of its profile. Russell 2000 sending you a message. Where is it going to head to? 1434.20. Folks, telling you, look, is it this easy? Of course it's not this easy, because you've got to put the human emotion into it. You've got to pull the trigger. But it is this easy to take a look at the chart and understand what it's communicating to you. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. Right?
If you're not currently using the Taz Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The Taz Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, Taz understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the Taz Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the Taz Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live, and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Let's take a look at some of the requests that have come in. Bo in the Tigers Den wants to take a look at Cardiff Oncology. CRDF is a ticker symbol, currently trading at 221. So here's what we know about it. During that breakout there, Bo, I went ahead and looked at my other charts just to see if there was anything of significance, and there's not. Today, price is trading above a prior high just from a few days ago. That high was on May 20th. There were 426,000 shares. You've done 250 already today, so that looks good. Price this week is trading above the top of its weekly profile, so 210. So, Bo, the number you're really watching for come Friday is 210. If price is trading above that, that tells you that you've got further to go to the upside. The further to go to the upside, I would take the projection as the top of its monthly profile, and that would be 294. So that's what I see when I take a look at this equity as we speak. Now, this is a very illiquid type equity. You said you had bought a lottery ticket out there, so and that's really what you should do. There's just not a lot of volume inside of this, but it does look at this stage of the game like price wants to make it up to the 294 level out there. Let's go to some requests that have come in by email. Mike sent in a request last night. He wants to take a look at several. Let's go take a look at a few. IYR is one that he wanted to take a look at, so we're going to look at that. Another one that he wants to look at is Shopify, which is struggling today, so we'll take a look at that as well. But let's start by taking a look at the IYR, the iShares Trust U.S. Real Estate ETF. Right now, it's trading above the top of its daily profile, 74.42, and below the weekly and the monthly, suggesting that if this is going to continue to rally, that you're looking to move up to probably 82.96 to 87.41 out there. That's what the profile charts are communicating to us. Prices moving up into a prior swing point, Mike. That's from the trading session of April 9th that had volume of 15 million. You're way light in the loafers. Today, so far, you're at about 5 million shares. So it doesn't have volume as it pushes into that swing point. Let's go see if the IYR has got any other signals out here for Mike. Well, today is going to be bar number 7 of a TD9 count pattern out there. We know that highs can form on bars 8, 9, or the bar following 9. So this is suggesting if the IYR is going to top, we know that it's moving into a swing point with lighter volume. So it's not signaling to us that it wants to break out and make its way to 91.81. That's the daily breakdown level out here. I'd be watching over the course next couple of days out here for that topping condition. That could be Thursday, Friday, or could even be Monday out there. That's what the daily time frame is communicating to us. Let's look at the weekly. What does the weekly chart show us? The weekly chart doesn't show us much. It tells us that price is, if this is correct, I don't know if I have to, let me see if because it almost doesn't look correct. So let me just reload all the historical data just in case I'm having a slight data flow issue here. I don't think I am, but let me just, this is taking a second here to load up. My apology for that. No, everything looks cool. So on the weekly chart, prices above 74.63. That's an important number for you. That on the weekly chart is Stevie's red line. That would be suggesting a further retracement up into that 82.96. But we're going to defer out here to the daily time frame, Mike, and I think we need to come back and take a look at this probably Friday or so. So maybe right back to me then. Let's see how that 9 count pattern is evolving, if it is evolving, because until the 9th bar, we don't know whether we have a pattern, a worthy topping pattern or not. Well, that was interesting. Why'd you do that? Oh, I guess I deleted it. Oh, son of a gun. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? Okay, well, I did it, and I'll just simply have to recuperate. Let's go take a look at Shopify. That was Mike's other request. I believe there's another one, but we'll save that one towards the end. So in the case of Shopify, struggling today, but struggling in moving lower, but finding support where? At the bottom of its daily, no, at the bottom of its daily profile. And that number is 726.27. Price is trading out at 727 right now. So, and you can see the bearish reversal session, bearish engulfing session, key reversal session from yesterday. Also, we've got it on a weekly. So we do need to go take a look at Shopify, even though it's held support. So that's the first thing that you want to know, Mike, is that price is held support. So you're going to be really watching at 726.27 level. Price is going to have to close below that to suggest a change in trend for you. Now, let's expand this out. Let's go take a look at the daily time frame first out here. And we take a look at Shopify. We can see that it made it to wave number 7. That was yesterday. We can see that that's the only topping signal, wave number 7. That's not to say there's not an A to B equals CD pattern, because there is. But watch the bottom of that profile. You need to see it close below that. And if you did get that, that would be signaling to you a move back to 617.01. That is on the daily chart out here. So wave number 7. If we take a look at the weekly chart, yeah, it's got a Rhodes momentum indicator signal. Now, Mike, this is going to be important to you. First, you're going to watch the daily, see if it breaks support levels. If it does, then you're going to watch on the weekly 659.33. 659, we'll call it, somewhere around there. That is Stevie's green line, because it closed below Stevie's green line on the weekly would then say you've got 536. The daily is going to take priority right now over the weekly, but you've got you've really got a signal to be careful of on the weekly. But price must close below Stevie's green line for that to really mean anything. On the monthly, this is going to be bar number 8 for its monthly time frame, which we do know that bars 8, 9, or the bar following 9 can be the top. So we've got topping signals on the potential topping signals on the monthly. Topping signals for sure on the weekly, but no break of key support. That would be 659. And on the daily, on the pullback so far, and there's certainly topping patterns, prices held the bottom of that profile. So, Mike, that's what you're going to be watching out there for Shopify, and let it communicate to you what its intentions are. But right now, its intentions are on the daily, hey, I know I made a topping pattern, but support has held. And we're talking about right on the chin. So I hope that helps you out. We've got a request that has come in from Robert B. And Robert says, would you please review GDX and the SLV? Specifically, what would GDX and SLV need to do in order to consider taking a short position? So let's go put up the GDX out here on our 3 different time frame charts. We can see that the GDX has completed a 1 to 1.272 A to B equals CD pattern out there. So it's got the sell to D point, or maybe it's got a butterfly sell pattern. Price yesterday did close below the bottom of its profile, 35.05. So this is suggesting to you, Robert, to me, that price wants to make its way back to the top of the weekly profile, 30.27. That would become the target. So that's what the GDX is showing us right now. Now let's go look at my other charts out here. In fact, while that is going on, while I'm getting the other charts to update, you know that if we're going to look at the mining equities out here, or the ETF itself, we certainly want to be paying attention to what Goldilocks is doing. So I'm going to first go take a look at gold. We're going to see that what gold has done out here. So in order to go short the miners, we want to see gold. We want to see gold do what? Break through key levels of support. Well, let's go take a look and see what gold has done today. Gold has first, weeks ago, formed a TD9 count top. What has that led to? An all-out consolidation. Where did price get to this morning? The bottom of that consolidation. Could Stevie recommend to Robert to take a short position now inside the GDX? The answer there is absolutely not. We'll be right back. We'll continue looking at this. Back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, bam! As well as,
whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
You see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us. And Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and to help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that'll take you step-by-step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab. Bam!
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
folks, so we're taking a look at gold with Robert out here, and that first chart that we showed the sideways consolidation. Now what I've done is I've moved over to a set of charts out here. You're taking a look at all of the futures contracts for gold. So you've got June in the very left hand, then you've got August, you've got October, and then you've got December. Now, what we can also see here, what transpired today, Robert, and so directionally speaking, the mining equities typically, directionally speaking, follow the price of gold out here, and it's the reason that we're taking a look at it. Does it always? No. But you'd like to get both things right. If gold is headed lower, odds favor you're in a better position to be short the mining equities out here. So we can see there's also diagonal trend lines. So today, what we've seen is a test of horizontal consolidation, a test of rising trend lines on each of those contracts out there, Robert. And so this is suggesting to you that if you want to go ahead and short the mining equity, since the bottom of the consolidation is held, do it up towards the top of the consolidation. Now, price may not be able to get above Stevie's green line at 1739. It hasn't really struggled to do that. I just think we're in a good old-fashioned consolidation, and I'll put more weight and more emphasis on that. So you're looking to go ahead and maybe when gold, should gold get up to 1772, there's no reason for us to believe that it won't at this stage of the game out there. That's where I would put on that position to go ahead and go short the mining equities. Now, I'd want to take a look at what's going on in the mining equities as well. Now, let's not move away from gold just yet. Let's take a look at what transpired here intraday. I don't know. We're just going to open up the charts and find out. But what price is doing right now, you're going to be in bar number 8 on the 30-minute time frame of a TD9 count. So over the next hour and a half, you're going to want to watch gold. You may see some type of at least short-term top out here, and price pull back. And if it does, price will pull back into the 1700 area. That's the top of that 30-minute time frame profile. Let me just look at the 60. I'm just going to scan this for you just to give you the best information that I can. Price was moving lower, doing less relative energy, forms a Rhodes momentum indicator bottom on the 60-minute time frame. This is suggesting that price wants to make a move up to 1726. So that's on the 2-hour or the hourly time frame. Let's go. Lastly, let's go take a look at the 2-hour time frame. Let's go double the fun out here. And what this is showing us is is nothing. Although prices are back above the top of its 2-hour top of its profile out there, giving us a price projection of 1729 on a further move forward. So watch the 30-minute time frame. The bar at 2 p.m. is going to be bar number 8. Watch that 2:30 time frame, and if there's going to be a short-term top, it would take place between now and 3 p.m. Between now and 3 p.m. out there. But that doesn't mean go ahead and take the short, because we've got to put priority to what transpired so far today, which is that key levels of support have held. Now, if we go take a look at silver out here, you want to look at the SLV. I'm just going to go look at the silver contract. Here again, you've got a number of different futures contracts out here. And on silver, your question is, I guess the question is to short silver out here. So what we can see is silver is struggling to get above a descending trend line, but really the top of the profile is what I'd be looking at on the July contract. That's $18.16. So if because price is basically sitting at the center of the profile, not really the ideal spot to go short. So if you're looking for a short, I'd say 18.16 on the silver contract. But let me pull over. Let's go take a look at the SLV for you. Now that's going to have different information, or is likely to have different information for us, which is why we take a look at the underlying instrument. Now, I don't know actually what contracts are inside the SLV, so I didn't do that, but Robert would, and you would too before you enter a trade in an ETF. You want to know what's going on in the underlying instruments. Here, SLV is telling you that price held the bottom of its bullish structured profile. So in this case here, the SLV is saying if you're going to go short, go do it as price tags the 1645 level. So, Robert, I hope that helps you out with regard to, and I've given you the prices where I would consider taking that short position. Mike H. writes in and says, do you have a recent TD9 count top on the daily chart for what, though? You didn't put the instrument. You just got radio show question. Oh, here it is. ENPH. My apology, Mike. My apology. I'm learning how to read, as you can tell. N phase energy out there. I'm sure Mike was listening to that saying, what do you mean I didn't put it in there? It's right there, right up front. You've got to love that. Well, you don't have to love it, but I have no problem laughing at myself. Do it all the time. Okay, what's Michael's questions? Do I have a recent TD9 count pattern? So let's go take a look at it. Let's pull this over here. Let's open up the chart. I'm assuming you're talking about the daily time frame. You are. Come on, go ahead and open up. And the answer is I do not. What I have is wave number 7. That is letter G. So that's courtesy of the Basil Chapman wave. We love to see those wave 7s out there. That's where we can and often do see some type of change in trend. Now, in the case of N-phase energy, NPH, out here right now, price just pushed its way. So it's got a valid topping signal, but price is testing the bottom of its daily support level right around the 55. I don't remember what it was, 65. Let me see. I'll give you the right number. Well, I was going to try to give you the right number. 55.86. 55.86 is the number. So a close below that, 2 closes below that, really. We'd be looking at, we'd be looking to move back to maybe 30.61. 30.61, but before that, you'd be watching 47.85. So 47.85 out here, Mike, you can see that that is the center of its bearish structured weekly profile. So that's what I would be looking at as a downside price target out there. But to answer your question, no TD9 count pattern inside of N-phase energy. I hope that helps you out. Inside the Tiger's Den, a couple of questions. One was from John in the Tiger's Den. Do I attach any meaning to the sequential sell signals in the S&P 500 and the NDX? I do, most certainly. Now, I don't because of when I upgraded or when I redeveloped my software, something inside there, unfortunately, negated that tool working with my current system, and I've got to do it on an older computer. But I don't need to do that. I know that if John spotted a sequential, this is a Tom DeMark tool as well, a sequential sell signal hasn't given him the confirmation that is absolutely valid. So, John, I believe you said the NDX 100 could be giving us that signal today. So that's going to tell us we just have to go back to 4 bars ago, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm guessing you got that signal, John, on May 19th out there. May 20th. May 20th, I would think. That's when you got that signal. And so what John is looking for is a close below the close of that candle session, which is why he says you would get that signal today. And that would be a close below 94.8502. Okay, so absolutely. So let's also, though, go take a look at the NDX 100. Because what the NDX 100 also has, John, we're going to take a look at what it has and then what it doesn't have. So if we take a look at what it does have, it's got a 3 drive to a top pattern. So that's courtesy of Larry Pesavento. Now, I modified Larry's tools. I modified his A to B equals CD. I modified, which also means I modified the Gartley buy and sell, and I modified the 3 drive pattern out here. Each of those must be confirmed with a bullish or bearish reversal candle. If they are not, be very, mucho grande careful. We've got the 3 drive to a top here. We'll be right back. We'll go figure out where support might be.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. So we're taking a look at the NDX 100, and here we can see the 3 drive to a top pattern. That pattern taught to me by Larry Pesvento, taught to you as well. And you don't like the forces. This has got beautiful symmetry out here, nice expansions of its swing points. And then you've got the bearish reversal candle that formed 4 trading sessions ago. Price is trading below Stevie's green line. This typically tells us that price should target the 8,600 level, the low of the 3 drive pattern. But the reality is we've got a breakout level at 77.6309. That's where the NDX 100 eventually will get back to. If price gets below 77.63, that's telling you that it's going to revisit its March lows or worse out there. The question that you and I, whoever the you is out there, but you know who the you is, the question that you and I have to answer is the following. We know the NASDAQ has moved the markets higher, right, by getting all the way back to its all-time high. In fact, it tested that swing point yesterday. So far, it has rejected. The question you and I have got to answer is, will the NASDAQ be the indice that leads us lower? And if it does, then that 77.63 level will fail, as will the March lows out here. But we're going to take things one step at a time. You've got that nice 3 drive to a top pattern in the index. Now, what we need to do in order to understand whether the NDX is giving us any kind of major sell signals, look for key levels of support. Well, the key level of support inside the NDX is going to come from the NQ, the equity future contract. We can see it's got a bearish structured profile, and we know that if price can close below the center of that profile, that is measured at 93.12 is what we'll call it. So let's just say 9300. You get to close below 9300. That's then going to suggest that price is going to move back to 8913. And if price can close below the bottom of its daily profile, that's what's going to give us our change in trend signal. Now, unlike the NQ, the other indices out there, the ES, the Dow, and the Russell 2000 do not have any topping pattern in play right now. Well, we'll go look at them. Maybe I'm wrong there. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's go take a look at them. Because the S&P does not, or I believe that it doesn't. The only thing the S&P is doing is really, it did it yesterday. It crossed above its breakdown level, its TD9 breakdown level of 29.85. It's trading above that. It's trading into the 1 to 1.272 expansion. We need to see a bearish reversal candle to confirm its Gartley sell pattern. It's we've had two different Gartley sell pattern signal, really three different Gartley pattern sell signals. Each have failed at this stage out here. Any pullback inside the S&P 2574 is the number you're going to want to watch below that. It says we're going back to March or lower out here. But no topping signal. Today is going to be bar number 7 of its TD9 count pattern. That's on the S&P cash. If we take a look at the Dow, now the Dow does have a potential topping signal. It generated that yesterday, I believe, as it got to wave number 7. So we know that wave number 7 patterns can be a change in trend. We won't have a confirmation of that till we see a lower high. So the earliest would be tomorrow. Price has not been able to yet, and I think it's targeting 25,994. Its breakdown level. And with regard to support, other than the Taz market profiles, there's no TD9 count support out there. And so if the Dow Equity Future contract were to close below 23,460, that's going to be the signal we're headed back to March or lower out there. And that really is courtesy of this Smarty Pants email. I won't mention the individual's name, but it reads like this. Hey, number one market timer out there, don't forget your communication over the radio many, many times, not only retesting the 2020 low, but going much lower. And yes, I have not changed that view whatsoever. But you are more than welcome to get trapped into this bull run out here. You are more than, there is two sides of the trade. And you know the side, the longer term. Now, I know the individual that sent in this email. And this individual kind of lives from moment to moment, from tick to tick out there. If I'm going to give you the view that the markets are going to head back to those lows, at least the Dow and the Russell 2000, those are the two indices at this stage. We'll have to watch our TD9 count breakout level on the daily time frame to make a determination whether that becomes the support level, because the other two don't have it out there. I didn't say it's going to happen tomorrow, but it is going to happen out there. So I'm just suggesting really extreme. This is a trader's market right now. This is not a investor's market. And you can put as many people as you want on the boob tube out there coming and talking about the V recovery. Now, the NASDAQ is a whole different animal out there. It's a totally different animal. Why is it a different animal? Because it is so loaded with tech and those companies that are going to be the winner chicken dinners as a result of locking down the economy and destroying businesses. So I work out, used to work out. I restarted my gym, opened up on Monday. On Monday. And so I was in the gym on Monday. I've been in there every morning. I'm usually there either 5:30 or 6:30 in the morning. It's a gym. Some of you may work out there. Facility called Orange Theory. And it's great because in a 1-hour workout, I mean, you've got a nice coach out there. Well, the way that it works, it's one of those interval training type programs out there, but really gets you into shape. And they have 36 stations in the studio that I go to. And typically, and the 5:30 and 6:30 classes are just usually packed. There's usually waiting lists. So you've got to have a reservation in there, ahead of time. And there's at least 24 people. They either run 2 groups or 3 groups. Now, obviously, with, social distancing and all this stuff out there, they can't have 36. And because of the state, they've got to be down to 25%. Now, they've stretched it on their side to 30%, meaning that you can have 12 people in a class. Monday's class, the opener, I get it, it was a holiday. There were 7 of us in there, 7 out of 12. This is a class where 25 people would be at in a heartbeat. I figured, okay, it's the holiday. We'll go take a look at yesterday. Yesterday, we did get the 12. This morning, we got 9 people in there. Now, this facility, Orange Theory, I think I'm at a corporate facility. There's no possible way they can make any money, and they will survive. Now, the interesting thing about that is that this is real life, on the ground, boots perspective of what's going out there from a gym standpoint. I'm the old guy in the gym at 5:30 and 6. It's the younger people that are the ones, it's the younger ones that are in good shape. I'm there trying to keep up with them, which basically I can't for the most part, but I do the best that I can. But it's the younger folks that are in those classes, and they are the ones that have not shown up. So what that says to me at this stage of the game, I would draw there's several conclusions. One conclusion could be they're just scared as can be. But as you and I know, this is the group of people that are the healthy ones that you do want to be around. I'm telling you, the guys and gals that get up at 5:30 and 6, they're in good shape. I'm the fat one that is inside those classes, but they haven't shown up. Now, it could also be they also lost their jobs or they've been furloughed, and so they're going to not spend the $160 a month or whatever it is for that. So I get that. But that's not a good sign for the economy either. It's not a good sign for their health. Of course, you can work out outside and so on and so forth. Restaurants. I've been to 3 restaurants. One of my most favorite restaurants in Palm Beach closed until further notice. Closed. And this is a high-end restaurant. Or I thought it was. We'll be right back.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The gold report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The gold report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the gold report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the gold report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
This is David White. Stay tuned because coming up next is the Power Trading Hour right here on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. So we're taking a look at the NASDAQ there. I got a little off by track, but still an important track. So we take a look at the NASDAQ out here. I'm going to switch over to the equal-weighted ETF because the equal-weighted ETF is just as important for us to take a look at. And it oftentimes is the one that's generating the most important message out here. So unlike the QQQ series out there, John, with regard to the sequential sell signal, and run it on the QQEW. See if it also generated a sequential sell signal out here. But it's got the 3 drive to a top pattern as well. It's still in effect. But unlike the Qs, which are trading below Stevie's green line, the QQQEW is not. It found support at that level. And that says to me, boy, the 3 drive to a top pattern and your sequential sell signal may not take hold just yet. That maybe the NQs want to actually go test and tag the actual high out there. So just something to consider. We'd also be taking a look at the weighted instruments inside of the NDX. So we can do that out here. If we take a look at Intel as an example, that's the 7th weighting, I believe, inside of the NDX. It's got a wave number 7. It's got a Gartley sell. What did it do today? Pulled back and tested Stevie's green line, 61.53. So it's neutral because it has both a bullish signal and a bearish signal out there. If we take a look at Amazon, what has Amazon done? It's got several topping patterns, a TD9 count pattern, a Rhodes momentum indicator pattern, a butterfly sell pattern. What did it do today? Pulled back to its breakout level of 2337.81. So the topping signal has done what it was supposed to do. Go back and try to bust through support. Has it busted support? No. It's just gotten back to support and tested and rejected that level. There's still a gap to the downside this morning, so it's a bearish candle, but support is held. That's what's important. If we take a look at Facebook, again, these are the weighted instruments. Facebook, nice butterfly sell. What has price done? It's tested, it's rejected Stevie's green line. So no real confirmation there with regard to Facebook of anything of significance. If we take a look at Microsoft, what does it have out here? It's got wave number 7. It's got a TD9 count top. Price would need to close below 171.88 to really blow our skirts up, guys and gals out there. So the weighted instruments out here haven't fallen apart just yet. Folks, thanks so much for being here. Stay tuned. 2 more great hours of programming. David White, your favorite polar bear's up next. Tom O'Brien to take us home. I'll see you on Thursday. Take care.